Hey guys, today I am filming my monthly makeup basket for August. I'm so sad because this is going to be the last month that I'm using my summer makeup products, and I'm actually excited to use my fall products because that's where I love wearing really warm eyes and cheeks, nude lips. But I'm not excited for summer to be over. I do not want to go back to school. I know this is going to be such a hard year for me and so incredibly busy. So I am enjoying summer so much. But anyway, I'm just going to show you the products I'm going to be using for my last makeup month of summer. So starting with nail polish, I have 5 different manicures picked out because there are technically 5 weeks in the month of August. And the first one I have is OPI Fearlessly Alice. This was in my makeup basket last month, but I was a bridesmaid in my best friend's wedding and I got a French manicure. So I'm wearing this for a week and I didn't get the chance to use this polish, but I will use it this upcoming month. Next I have a Maybelline Color Show Bleached Neons polish in the shade Coral Heat. This is a really pretty bright pinky orangey coral. Then I have a Berry M jelly polish in the shade Greenberry. This is not my favorite formula, but I do love this shade so much. It is probably the most unique polish in my collection. And then I have Zoya's Wendy, which is the perfect pinky coral polish. I think this may have been the first coral polish that I ever really fell in love with. And then I have 2 polishes that I'm wearing together. That would be the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear polish in Pacific Blue. This is the original formula, which is the most amazing cobalt blue. And then OPI Glitzerland, which is the perfect sandy gold. I love using this as an accent polish, and this is just like a really cool Wonder Woman nail manicure without the red. I really just love these colors together. Moving on to brows, I do have 2 different brow routines. So on my filming days, I'm going to be using the Milani brow pomade in the shade number 2 Natural Taupe. I am trying to work through this product, so it is what I'm wearing in my brows today, and it's definitely too intense for me to wear on a daily basis. So for other days when I don't want this intense look, I am going to be using my NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil, the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 2, the Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde, and the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Blonde. Next, moving on to complexion products. For primer, I'm going to be using this little deluxe sample size of the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. I really want to test this out and see if it's something that I would like enough to get the travel size version of it. And then for my pores, I have a little mini of the Benefit Porefessional. For foundation, I'm going to be focusing on using the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream in the shade 510 Fair. This actually matches me perfectly right now because I did get a tiny bit of color while I was at the beach, but this is a foundation that oxidizes, which then means it's going to be too dark, which is such a bummer. So I will use this and mix in a tiny bit of the Hard Candy Glamoflague in Porcelain. Just even though it's going to look light initially, it's going to oxidize to be the right shade. And then for concealers, I have the Lorac Perfection Concealer in the shade Light to use to correct under my eyes. I have the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair to use as my under eye concealer. And then I have the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15 to use on my blemishes. For powder for under my eyes, I'm going to be using the NYX Under Eye HD Setting Powder. It comes in a really small container, so I put it into this little empty Sonia Kashuk jar. I'm using this under my eyes today. I think it works really well. And then I have 2 different powders to set my entire face. On my filming days, I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder, which again, I put in a different packaging that is easier to use. And then on the days where I want my makeup to wear for a really long time, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade 100 Translucent. Moving on to cheek products. For bronzing and contouring, I'm going to be using the Milani Matte Baked Bronzers in the shade Sunset to Bronze and Sienna to Contour. I am actually getting a really good dip in Sunset. If you can see, it used to be raised up as a dome like this one, so really happy that I'm making good progress in this. I think these are really gorgeous warm tone bronzers for the summertime. And for my highlighter, I'm still using the Estee Lauder Pure Color Gelée in the shade Heat Wave, and occasionally I'm also using the Becca Shimmery Skin Perfector pressed in Opal, but mine is unfortunately shattered, so I cannot show it to you. But I'm mostly using this one, but I'm using the Becca a little bit as well. So then for blush, I do have 5 different options, 3 from MAC, 1 from the drugstore, and 1 from another high-end brand, same as I've done the past 2 months. So my drugstore blush is from the Essence Beauty Beats collection with Justin Bieber a really long time ago, and this is in the shade Groupie at Heart. This is a really awesome, very intense pinky red color. My high-end blush option is a little mini from Tarte. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Magic, a really beautiful pinky coral. Then for my 3 MAC blushes, I have 2 limited edition and 1 that is permanent. The permanent MAC blush is in the shade Flirt Power, a really pretty pinky coral color. Then I have a MAC blush from the Haze Sailor collection many years ago. This is in the shade Fleet Fast. It is a satin finish. This is a really pretty peachy pink color. And then I have a MAC blush from the Temperature Rising collection in the shade Ripe for Love. It's a satin finish, and this is a really awesome burnt peach shade. So then moving on to eyes. For primer, I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer. Then I do have a couple cream bases in here. I have the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Caramel Cool. I also have the Milani Shadow Eyes Pencil in the shade Golden Bronze. For shadow this month, I'm going to be focusing on 2 different palettes. One I'm going to be doing a Get Ready With Me and review on, and the other palette I'm going to be doing an entire palette of the month video on. So I want to only use these 2 palettes and really focus on them. The first one is going to be the ColourPop Yes Please palette. I will have a Get Ready With Me and a review on this palette, so I want to really use a good portion of these shadows before I film that video. A really awesome warm palette that is supposed to be a dupe of the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And then my palette of the month is going to be the Juvia's Place Masquerade. I have the mini version, so these shadows are actually just the same size of a regular shadow. The regular normal size of this palette is probably the same size as the Makeup Forever shadows, which are just ginormous, so that wasn't necessary for me, so I just got the regular one. And as you can see, 2 rows of warm neutrals and 2 rows of really bright colorful colors. So if you guys can please leave me some suggestions of ways to use these eyeshadows in looks, I would absolutely appreciate it. You've got some purples, blues, and greens, and I just really need your all's help coming up with looks using this. And to get inspiration, I'm definitely going to be looking up tutorials with this palette. So I'm really looking forward to playing with both of these palettes and letting you guys know my thoughts on them. For liner, I have the Physicians Formula Eye Booster, and then I also have this L'Oreal Silk Sesame liner in the shade Cobalt Blue. And then I have 3 brand new tubes of mascaras. These are also my Holy Grail mascaras that I haven't used in a while. So I was really looking forward to opening these up and using them again. Usually I only use a combination of 2 mascaras, but I love all 3 of these together, so I decided why the heck not. So the first one is the Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes. It has a natural bristle brush with a beautiful scoop to it, which is awesome to give your lashes some length. Then I have the Maybelline Falsies Original Mascara, Natural Bristle Brush, Wet Formula, and this is awesome to give your lashes some volume in that fanned out fluttery look. And then I have the Rimmel Lash Accelerator, which is also a natural bristle brush and a wet formula. This is really good to give your lashes some separation and to make them very inky, pigmented black. And lastly, I have my lip products. I've chosen 5 lip products for this month, 4 lipsticks and 1 lip gloss. The first one I have is the most natural lipstick out of this bunch, the least bright neon. And this is the Milani Moisture Matte Lipstick in the shade Matte Darling. Here's a swatch of Milani Matte Darling. Then I have the Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in the shade Streak, which has a cream finish. The Revolution lipstick have been discontinued, but this shade is the same formula and it is available in the new Vice range. And right here is a swatch of Urban Decay Streak. This one is actually pretty wearable as well. I have a MAC Sheen Supreme lipstick in the shade Lust Extract, which was limited edition. Here is a swatch of MAC Lust Extract. I have a MAC Sheen Supreme lipstick in Phenomenal, which was a limited edition color. Here is a swatch of MAC Phenomenal. And lastly, for my gloss, I have a NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Peaches and Cream. Here's a swatch of NYX Peaches and Cream. So guys, that was my monthly makeup basket for August. I would love to know what products you plan on using this month, and I would love to know your thoughts on any of these products. And please leave me some eye look suggestions using the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.